Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here, weatherweb.net. Thanks again for coming back and visiting the site. Remember, we're kept free of charge by the adverts you see around the screen, and it's when you come back and use the adverts that's what keeps us free of charge, so thank you for doing that. And a beautiful sunrise this morning. Look, there we are, the orange and pinks of the sky colours, of course, red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning, and really it should be weatherman's warning too, because we've got some pretty dicey weather on its way. But that's quite a nice picture, I thought, with the with altostratus above the lower level of stratocumulus that you can see here. That's the altostratus there that's in the background, that's causing the wonderful colours that we saw at sunrise this morning. Now, snow is the big talking story of the next few days. This is the snow depth forecast chart ending at midday on Sunday. Now, we've got to take this with a bit of a pinch of salt because there is a great question mark over this at the moment. But I think it's important to show you what latest information we're using just at the moment. And you can see how the prediction is for sort of 2+ centimetres of snow within this sort of area, up to 5 or 7 centimetres on the hills by that time. And by midnight on Sunday going into Monday, just look at this, some really large totals in there. This would be over the hills, I think, if it came 10 to 15 centimetres. But you can see how much of the Midlands running into southern England, northern England, Scotland and also Ireland are all affected, and I should say northern Wales, all affected by some snow depth of some sort. And there's the totals for the commute to work on Monday morning. Now, do expect this to change, but what I want you to take from this is the idea that there is snow predicted across the country on Sunday running into Monday. As I said, though, big uncertainty over exactly what happens. The key to it, really, this is the chart for midnight on Sunday into Monday, is this area of low pressure that you can see just down here. Tell you what, let's just change the colour of my pen. It's this area of low pressure that you can see down here. So it's super critical exactly the path that this area of low pressure takes. This is from the GFS model. At the moment, it's expected on the GFS to take that sort of track. Now, on that sort of track, it's going to be within this sort of area here that most of any snow would occur. Now, don't get saying, oh, I'm right on the edge of that red line, or I'm just on the south of that ridge line at the moment, because there's no way that you could possibly predict precisely where snow is going to fall, if it is going to fall. But for now, we need to just look at this and say, okay, we have the potential for a wintry outbreak of significant snow on Monday. And just to compare across the models, there's the ECMWF for the same time, and you can see here that it has two centres of low pressure, one here, by the same time on Monday. So it's very, very similar in where it's placing the low. And this is the Canadian model. Again, it's got low pressure, yes, down to the south. It's got it here across the Western Bay of Biscay area. But again, this idea that it's bringing low pressure across the south of the country is a significant one. On the ECM and Canadian models, the snow would be further south. On the GFS, it would be a little bit further north, affecting northern England and Scotland mainly. But as I say, the Canadian and the ECMWF would bring it more down into Wales and southern parts of England and Ireland. But the big uncertainty really is how cold the area is going to be within that system. This is the 8:50 temperatures for midday on Sunday. You can see that we've got sort of -3s here, we've got a -5 on the periphery. This system kind of moving down here as it goes. And what we look for snow is around about -5. Although when you get enough rainfall in there, it's 8:50 temperatures can be considerably higher than that and produce snowfall. And here's the chart for 6 o'clock on Sunday evening. You see how the low has then kind of moved its way southeastwards a little bit, into -3s and -4s. And then by midnight Sunday into Monday, look, you see these -6, -7s, this cooler air here is coming in down, following the low as the low tracks away down towards the southeast, -5s, -4s here. And then by midday on Monday, we've got some really cold air coming around the back of this system, -6, -7s, -8s at 8:50. So well in the snow zone then, but by then probably it'll be generally tending to fade away by that time. But you can see how that air comes through. It kind of warms up slightly, but then cools down as the low pulls away to the south, and that's what causes us the problems. In terms of weather, well, straight from the GFS, this is the Weather Online prediction for 6 AM till midday on Sunday. And you can see that most of the snow, that's the blue starred area here, is kind of across the Pennines and across parts of Scotland. And the green colours that you can see elsewhere, these green dots, for example, these green dots are rain. 4 dots is heavy rain, 3 dots is moderate rain, 2 dots are light rain. And you can just see there how much rain there is. So you add in that heavy rain and suddenly your 850s don't need to be -5 or below. They're they can easily be -1 or below to be producing snow. And then the period from 6 o'clock on Sunday evening through till midnight on Sunday sees the snow generally down these eastern coasts, going into the northern Midlands, northern parts of Wales as well. And also notice the snowfall here across Ireland. Across the southeast here, we're generally into rain, but the difficulty is in deciding when this snow starts and how much there's going to be and where it is going to be. Take these areas as very approximate at the present time. And through the night on Sunday, you see that it just continues. Look, down these eastern coasts again, feeding down into northeast England, it's into northern Wales, and it's down into the Midlands as well. So these are just accumulating totals of snow. And even on Monday morning, still got this area of snow that's kind of in here. Look, you can almost draw it all the way in through here. So it's that whole area. As those 850 temperatures cool off, the snow does become lighter, but there's still snow falling. So a real wintry look to the GFS at the moment. Of course, what we have to decide, and the big question mark that we have, is it going to be cold enough? Exactly where's the low going to be, and what are we going to see from it? So I think what I want you to take away from this recording is the idea that there is this threat of wintry weather on the way. The risk of it is building day to day. We've always thought it was going to be a cold day. We always thought there'd be a battle between warm air from the west and colder air from the east taking place. But it looks as if the battle is probably going to be on. But don't be surprised if there's a major change in this and it shifts away. After Monday into Tuesday, by the way, we then get into a milder southwesterly flow by the looks of things, temperatures rising, the snow tending to fade away, so things generally look like they're improving. But of course, we'll keep you updated here at weatherweb.net. Thanks again for watching. Remember, we kept free of charge by the adverts you're seeing around the screen. By you coming back and using the adverts, that's what keeps us free of charge. So once again, thanks for watching and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.